The growing energy crisis is deepening due to the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. While European countries increase the measures they take with the approach of winter, citizens in Germany are afraid of not being able to pay their bills. While energy companies drew attention to the fact that the calls from angry customers did not go silent due to the increased prices in recent weeks, French citizens are faced with bad news again. It was learned that houses in France are at risk of being without electricity for 2 hours a day this winter. Europe, which was looking for a solution to the deepening energy crisis after Russia cut off gas to Europe, which was caught in the sanction clamp of Europe after the war it started against Ukraine, went into alarm after the latest statement from the Kremlin. While the Kremlin announced that gas supplies to Europe through the Nord Stream 1 pipeline will not continue fully unless sanctions against Moscow are lifted, Russian Deputy Prime Minister Novak announced that Russian gas exports to the European Union (EU) will fall by 50 billion cubic meters this year. Ursula von der Leyen, Minister of the European Union (EU) Council, announced a series of measures they were planning to take, stating that the winner in the energy war would be the European Union and the loser would be Putin. However, the measures mentioned by Ursula von der Leyen, such as reducing electricity demand, setting a ceiling price on Russian pipeline gas, helping vulnerable consumers and businesses with income from the energy sector, and providing support to electricity producers facing liquidity difficulties due to fluctuations in the markets, were considered insufficient by the union members. Found. While the energy bills in Germany are expected to increase by about 40% this winter, citizens are afraid of not being able to pay their bills. Energy companies in the country state that they receive calls from angry customers every day due to the increase in prices. Comments on social media also reveal that one of the country's most controversial issues is the energy crisis. Belgium, another country worried about rising energy bills, has decided to provide energy support for families, self-employed and companies before the upcoming winter. Prime Minister Alexander De Croo announced that during the winter months, €135 of natural gas and €61 of electricity will be provided per household per month. In addition, €300 checks will be given to households using fuel for heating. Managers of breweries in the UK said many pubs may have to close as energy costs rise by up to 300%. Managers of the country's 6 largest breweries have called on the government to respond immediately to the problem as energy bills are expected to rise further this winter. French Prime Minister Elisabeth Borne promised to limit electricity and gas price increases to 15% next year to protect its citizens from the worst crisis Europe has experienced in recent years, and warned its citizens of the worst-case scenario they could face. In a statement made last week, the Prime Minister stated that due to the energy crisis, houses in France are at risk of being without electricity for 2 hours a day this winter. According to the new decisions taken in the country, France's famous Louvre and Versailles museums will turn off their lights earlier. The Minister of Culture said that the decision on symbolic structures is related to the energy crisis caused by the Ukraine war. Earlier this week, it was announced that the lights of the Eiffel Tower would also be turned off early. The government also started negotiations to replace the old bulbs in the Museum of Painting and Sculpture with energy-saving LED bulbs. The Italian government has agreed on a new €14 billion package of measures to ease the pressure of rising energy prices on businesses and households.